This is the Getting Into Alignment podcast. Here we play in the quantum world of possibilities. If you desire it, you get to have it. My name is Alexarae Smith. I'm a business coach and spiritual teacher for women in business. I'm here to help you unlock your personal power and tap into your magnetism so that you can manifest the most incredible life for yourself and build the business of your dreams. These episodes will help you plug into the energy of infinite potentiality and teach you the tools you need to play in this world where limitations don't exist. On this podcast, I'll be talking to you about energetics, mindset, embodiment, spirituality, money, and business. Everything that you want is on the other side of you getting into alignment. Do you want to have the freedom to design your own life? Are you ready to know that you have the power to create any reality that you desire? If so, Alchemy of Manifestation, my manifestation community, is designed to help you manifest anything that you've ever desired. Within this year-long membership, you will learn proven techniques to gain the abundance, success, and happiness that you've always desired. You're going to learn to tap into the power of the universe so that you can alchemize any reality that you've ever wanted. Not only will you learn to manifest your new reality, you'll also learn how to build a new identity so that you become the person who effortlessly, energetically aligns with all of their desires. So if you're completely ready to transform your life and unlock your full potential, then join Alchemy of Manifestation today, and you can start manifesting everything you've ever desired. Hey, welcome back to the Getting Into Alignment podcast. I'm your host, Alexa. I am somewhat losing my voice. You're going to be able to tell in this episode. I did just get back from New York for my sister's wedding, and it was 3 days of wedding and families, and my family's loud, so everyone's yelling at one another. So my voice is not holding up as well as I would like it to, but I am just going to record this episode anyway. We'll see how long it is, but this one is going to be really, really juicy. I just wanted to give you a heads up because you're going to hear it in my voice and be like, what the actual heck? I got asked the other day while I was on TikTok Live. I've been having a blast hanging out with you guys, and honestly, everyone is like 2 hours long. So what I've been doing is mostly manifestation Q&As. I did just do a business Q&A today. Manifestation Q&As are all really, really juicy. So I am putting them into the Alchemy of Manifestation membership. So if you join AOM, you will get access to all of these 2 hour long Q&As. I don't know how long I'll be doing them for. I'm having a lot of fun, so as long as it feels aligned, I'm going to keep doing it. But I'm added so much to it. I did post one yesterday on YouTube, and I lost half of it. The video is there, but while I'm editing it, it's grayed out. I don't know, maybe the consciousness level was just too high, the frequency. That's what I like to joke about. But I did post half of one, so it's like 48 minutes. The whole thing was like 2 hours long. But you can kind of get access to it if you want to see what it is like, what it's like being in my world, getting mentored by me, or if you just have manifestation questions. They're pretty good. They're pretty juicy. But I got asked the other day, and I don't think it's the one on YouTube. I believe it's the one that's in AOM, how to deal with detaching from your manifestation. And I was like, oh, that's such a good topic. And that's one that, of course, has to be a topic in this 30-day series. Oh, and by the way, I think we're on day 11. It gets kind of jumbled when they're not consecutively, but we're gonna make it to 30 days, you guys. And that just means I'm giving you a lot of juicy content because we're just going really deep in one area of manifestation, which is pretty sweet. So she had asked, how do you handle detaching, and she was struggling with detaching from her manifestations. And I gave many, 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 many metaphors so that it would land, and everyone was like, damn, that was so good. But the one that I really feel like explains it so well, because we can all really visualize it and we can all understand it. We've all experienced this, whether we've been in the relationship or we've witnessed it in another way. But the way that I always explain detachment to my students or my clients is, think about it when you are dating someone. So you go out on this first date with this guy, and it was incredible. You had the best time. You went to this amazing restaurant. You had great food. You just were talking and laughing. The conversation flowed. It was just the ideal first date. You had the best time ever. You thought he was really attractive. You were really into him. On every level, you just couldn't have been more excited. You were like, oh my God, this is amazing. Then you go home, and I don't know, say you have a dog. So you go and you let your dog out and you don't take your phone with you, and you go and get ready for the night. So you do your skincare routine and yada yada. So then you just go to plug in your phone really quickly so that way it can charge overnight and you can go to bed. And all of a sudden, it's been like 2 hours, and all of a sudden you look down at your phone while you're plugging it in, and you notice that you have 32 missed text messages from that guy. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? He texted me 32 times? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What could have even happened that would validate 32 text messages? Like, what? And you're just like flabbergasted. But then you're realizing something obviously has to be wrong. Like, there has to be something catastrophic happening for somebody to text you that many times in that short of a period. And then you just look down at your phone and you look through the messages, and he's just like, hey, what are you doing? I miss you. I had such a great time with you. I'm just doing this, I'm just hanging out over here, and da da da. And all of the text messages were just almost meaningless. Like, it was completely unnecessary. And you're like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, I just thought something was catastrophically wrong in your life, which is why I reached out to you, or why I read your messages, and you were just blowing up my phone for nothing. And then, even though you had just had the best date ever, you were like, ugh, that is too much for me. Like, 32 text messages in 2 hours. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No way. Like, I'm out. I don't care how fine he was. Like, that is some crazy next level shit. No, I'm not about that. And then, even though you were so attracted and you were so into this guy, you are all of a sudden now just like repelled, and you're like, ugh, it's just, I don't even know, but that just gives me like cringy vibes. I don't like it. I just, no, we're cutting that off. That would be insane of a guy to do that after a date. You just met. You just had a brilliant date. The best thing to do would be maybe have like one short, succinct text message to end the night. But like, probably that's it. You know what I mean? Like, you're already doing great. This is what the majority of people, though, end up doing in their manifestations, and they don't think about it like that. The energetics are the same in that dating scenario with that man who was anxiously attached and obsessively texting, versus someone who is trying to manifest something and they are obsessively checking to see when it has arrived. So if you're manifesting money, you're consistently checking to see if the money has come in. You're checking to see your DMs if anyone has DM'd you to work with you or whatever it is. You're checking your bank account. If it's love, you're checking your app constantly, or maybe you're checking your phone to see if you have a text message. Whatever the thing that you're manifesting is, a lot of people will do this. They, instead of detaching and trusting that if they want it and it's in alignment with their highest truth, and they've gotten their mindset behind it and they've gotten their energetics behind it and they've cleaned up anything that was wobbly in any of the places, and they consistently stay in alignment with it, and they trust that it is coming to them because they live in a supportive and trusting universe, then they can release and they can detach. And instead of anxiously sending text messages constantly or looking for notifications constantly, they can go out and live their life and trust that if they did all of the things, and if they're in the embodiment of the energetics and the mindset that's actually required to be in alignment with it, that it is going to come in divine timing. And in the quantum world, what is time anyway? So it's like, can you just sit back and trust and just give some space to the manifestation, just like you would give space to somebody you just went on a first date with? You give space so that way you can allow yourself to receive it and you can really lean back. A lot of the time, we end up actually closing off our energy because we are so attached. It's like we're clinging onto the leg of the universe and we won't let go until it gives us what we want. And then we're just having a temper tantrum. We're throwing a hissy fit until we get it. But that doesn't actually help us to stay in alignment with what we want, because when we don't detach, we end up becoming very needy, and then we give off that desperate energy, which nobody, including the universe, likes. And I say that all the time because I want that to click in your head when you feel yourself getting desperate or needy, that nobody likes needy energy. If you saw another person doing that, if you were on the receiving end of that, you wouldn't like it. So it's like, how can you actually trust and live in the moment and not be obsessed over that manifestation? How can you trust that it's going to come in the best timing? And if it isn't that, it is something better. When you start doing this, when you start approaching it as if you are putting out a request for what you desire to the universe, and you know that because you were very specific about that request and what it felt like to have that, and you worked on embodying a person who has that already, that it is coming to you, allowing their space to breathe for you to receive the manifestation. And I feel like a lot of it comes down to needing our outer reality to change. That's why we get so attached to these things in the first place. And then all of our attachment styles start coming out, and they typically aren't secure attachment styles, right? So then we become anxiously attached, or we become avoidant, or we become a mix of the two. And it's like, these aren't the characteristics and the traits that we would be giving off if we were embodying the version of us that had it. So it always comes back to this embodiment piece. And sometimes we may think, oh yeah, no, like I am being the version of myself that would have that. But when you ask yourself, if I'm giving off needy energy right now, then I don't have this stability of knowing that it's coming to me. I feel like I have to grasp for it. I don't feel secure in it coming. And it's like, that always boils back to you not being secure in yourself. in some way, shape, or form. So instead of focusing so much on the outside world, it's like, how can you work on you so that way your attachment styles aren't coming out in all of your manifestations? And especially if they start to come out, it's really going to be in the bigger manifestations, right? When you're manifesting love, when you're manifesting large sums of money, when you're manifesting bigger things like a home or a car, things that we've put a lot of meaning on, either personally or societally, those are going to reflect even more any of these unhealed attachment styles. So I always take it as a sign, how can I get curious with myself and look at how I have some attachment wounds to heal, and how can I start feeling secure in myself, and how can I really trust in myself and have a better self concept, so that way I'm not dropping down to this into this needy energy. So that way I am able to manifest all of my desires, and it doesn't turn into this needy thing, because I am just living as an embodiment, and I'm so present in the moment to who I am and how I'm living, that I'm not getting so attached. I'm just like, wouldn't it be so cool if this happened? And then of course it happens in like the best and most delightful way, because why wouldn't it? Because you're somebody who gets to manifest all of your desires. And you just have to trust that. If you know that something is coming to you and you truly know it, then you wouldn't be anxiously attached. You would just be excited knowing it's on its way, but you would still wouldn't be waiting at the door, waiting for it to arrive. You know what I mean? You would still be going out, living your life, doing all of the things. And then when it showed up, and then it would be really exciting and amazing, and you could celebrate it then. But in reality, you would be going about your day. You wouldn't be obsessively checking your phone 1,000,001 times. You would be doing the things that are on your heart, and you'd be living your life. So this is going to be a shorter and more succinct episode, just to try and save my voice. But when it comes to detachment, it's really about looking at, why don't you feel secure in yourself now, and why don't you actually believe and know that this thing is coming to you? Because if you desire it, then you get to have it. And if you desire it, you've already had it on one timeline. So if you can just tap into that version of yourself that has it, then you're good. But oftentimes we're focusing on the material world, and we're not focusing on our being and our embodiment, and that's what causes that needy, desperate energy. So when you notice that you're getting too attached and you can't detach, do something completely different. Do a pattern interrupt, so that way you can break that state of being completely obsessively attached, and then go about your day and do things and have fun, so that way you can just allow the manifestation to arrive. Just like if it was a package and you ordered it on Amazon, you wouldn't be waiting by your window looking for every Amazon door or every Amazon truck out your window and waiting to hear that door open. You wouldn't be checking your phone constantly and looking at the Amazon app to see where it was. You would be living. And then when the package arrived, and that would be great, and that would be amazing. But you watching out the window, or you obsessing over your phone, that's not going to help it come to you any faster. That's just going to feel like you're staring at a watched pot and waiting for the water to boil. So put the manifestations out there, do the mindset work, do the frequency work, do the embodiment work, and then live your life and let the package arrive. And you're gonna find that you enjoy yourself so much more, and you're gonna manifest so much more, because you're not gonna be obsessing over a single manifestation. You're just gonna be manifesting, having a blast, and then allowing the packages to just come and come and come. And then you get to celebrate every one when they come. But you have to start living in the moment now, and stop obsessing over that one package. Stop obsessing over the one manifestation. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe that it is coming, and allow yourself to have a happy and secure relationship with yourself and with the universe, and then allow your manifestations to just arrive. All right, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out in this episode. As I mentioned, all of the Q&As that I've been doing for the manifestation Q&As are going into Alchemy of Manifestation, and they are honestly phenomenal. So that is just adding even more and more content into that. If you are wanting to learn how to manifest the success, the happiness, the love that you desire, get into this program. Well, it's multiple programs. Get into this membership, because you're going to get access to all of the tools to help you do the healing work on yourself and learn the foundational pieces of mindset and self-concept work, so that way you can start playing into the very deep energetic principles, and you're going to become a master manifester, because you are going to have changed from the inside out. And it's literally just like, it's everything I wish existed when I started this journey, because I feel like I had to go in all of these different places to learn how to rewire my mind and get access to manifestation, and to get access to different practices and tools, from breath work to mirror work to forgiveness practices to hypnosis to EFT tapping. And so I just give it all to you. You get access to 16 different practices and over 16 hours of content, where you are just learning how to rewire your mind, regulate your nervous system, and recode your cellular DNA. It's so good, and I love it so much, and I'm just so excited. And I also am going to start doing Q&As within the membership. I don't think I've said that yet, but I am going to start doing Q&As in there. So that way, if you are in there and you have specific questions, there's already a Q&A thread in the group, but you can ask me specific questions and you can get coaching from me on the various things you ask. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. And one other thing I wanted to mention before I go is I have a new membership, and I don't know if I've spoken about it. Even though these are more manifestation podcasts, I do just want to drop this here. I have created a business membership as well. So this one's a little different. It doesn't have a bunch of content that you're getting right off the bat, but it's called Women Who Make Bank. And the idea is you're going to get access to at least one masterclass a month. And then I'm going to be dropping exclusive tools and different strategies and different mentorship and coaching specifically for women who have businesses. So that way, this isn't a membership that talks sometimes about business. Like, the primary focus is business. And yes, we will be talking about mindset and energetics, but it's mostly about growing your business. I want you to have consistent 10K months in your business. And that's why I created this, because it's going to give you access to masterclasses at a price you're never going to get anywhere else. And it's going to have you committed for a year. So that way you get access for an entire year. And there's going to be Q&As in there, so you can also ask me questions. So this is going to be a space that is really focusing on business, on scaling your business, on growing and monetizing yourself and your services, and on social media. I'm so excited. Right now, you get access to my 10K masterclass, where I teach you how to have consistent 10K months. I teach you the 10 things that I have found are really essential for landing those consistent 10K plus months. And I give you access to Equilibrium, which is my masterclass that talks about balancing the masculine and the feminine energetics in business. This is something that I teach all of the women that I coach, because I really believe that business for women, and in this new paradigm that we are creating and paving forward, that we really need to operate in an energetics way, understanding the strategy and structure and building businesses. Of course, I will always, always, always advocate for that, but also really working in our business in a way that feels in alignment with us and our energy, and honoring us as women and our cyclic nature and our human design and all of these different things. So this is a great masterclass because I really talk about how to lean into feminine energetics in your business. So if this is a conversation that you are new to, it would be a really great place for you to dive into the energetics of business. And then I will be dropping various content in there as it grows, as I just opened that up last week. And you, in both of them, both memberships, you also get a community space, so you can introduce yourself and you can connect to other people that are in the membership. I'm really so excited about these because they're both AOM and WWMB are both really low ticket ways for you to get access to life-changing information that would traditionally take you a lot of time to learn if you weren't investing in programs or mentors, or something that you would have to invest a lot of money in. And I want to really help people get through that initial bridge where you have that dream, you have that desire, you know you want to manifest it, and like it's like, let's start building that momentum and that traction so you can collapse the time to get there faster. So so I'm so excited about both of these. As always, if you have any questions about either of these, then you can just drop me a DM on Instagram or on TikTok. And if you do join either of the memberships, drop me a DM so that I can celebrate you coming into the memberships. I'm really so excited about both of these. And I'm really excited about the community building aspect that's going to be in both of these as well. So that way you don't feel so alone while you're building your business or while you're doing the personal development work and learning manifestation. You're going to have people that get it, that understand what you're doing, and they're supporting you and encouraging you. And I'm so excited that I can facilitate these spaces and help you guys transform your lives and build the most incredible businesses. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. And until the next episode, we will talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you're ready to go deeper and to get into my world, you can go to my website, alexaraesmith.com. You'll find all of my current programs on there. If you're desiring to get mentored by me, then the best thing to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram and we can talk about mentorship options and which one's the best fit for you. If you're absolutely loving this podcast, please go rate it 5 stars and let me know why you're loving it. This will help me share the podcast with more people. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And until the next episode, keep manifesting the most incredible life.